We very much like an Elgato mic, and this is a little pill of awesome. Good afternoon, welcome to Turbo Tortoise Tech. If you're new here, I'm Reese of the 4-piece variety of Woooooooooood Triple XL, and we have the Elgato Neo over here, the new line of peripherals all coming out under Neo, which I kind of like because I'm a Matrix fan, one. And two, it's their, what I would say, they're like entry level to being ultra amazing sort of product. And this mic is so clear and crisp. It's awesome. Elgato mics generally are the best, especially these USB ones that interface with the Wave Link software. They're just exceptionally good. And this is no different. But before we get into any of those tests, let's go through what's in the box. Because you get this very cool little stand setup over here with a middle extender that's actually just detachable like that and reattachable. So you can have it be shorter or you can have it be longer. All of the fittings and stuff that go into it are really, really nice. The base stand also has a decent amount of rubberizing on it. It's got a Type-C cable, but where it connects into the back, it gives such a clean look and feel from that molded type setup that it looks like it's pre-built into it. You've got headset monitoring from the microphone. As I said, you can have it in two different heights, so you can have it as a short boy or you can have it up longer. It's got some built-in cable channeling as well. There's two sides to it because obviously if you're going to have a headset connected to this, you're going to want to channel that cable as well. Like, it's very well thought out. The little screw on the side here so that you can adjust the tilt. It can basically aim straight up at the ceiling as well. So it's got a lot of flexibility built into the stand. The touch, as I've just touched it over here on the front, is capacitive, so you don't get a clicking sound as well. The built-in pop filter is really nice. The look and feel of it's cool because it's got that pull kind of effect, you know, with the Bluetooth speakers. And such, they've gone for the same kind of look and feel. So typically Elgato build quality, everything's made from aluminium. It's got the 1/8 inch or the 3/8 inch connections. It's got both of them inside the neck over here, and it's just in general well put together and easy to work with. And the built-in stand is high enough that you don't need to go and get a boom arm, but if you've already got one, then it will interface with that. The build is very clever, but that's not what makes this an exceptional microphone. What makes this an exceptional microphone is the Wave Link software and the audio that comes from this mic. So we're just going to jump straight into that. Alrighty, so here we are with the Wave Link software, and this is what gets me excited about these microphones. Currently, the Neo is just standing on its little pod over here, raw in front of me, raw into the Elgato software. There's absolutely no compressors or filters on it yet, but because it's Elgato Wave Link software, you can add filters from here, as you can see, if different effects. One of the really awesome ones is the compressor, which I will do a live demo on for you over here. So if we go into the compression stage and I go very, very loud and I start talking like I'm going to shut your ear off, there towards the end, you can see where it gets louder. And then what you do is you just from here, you just shave those edges. Just like that. That's it. And there you go. Now you have a perfectly compressed microphone. Good afternoon, welcome to Turbo Tortoise Tech. Even if I start shouting, it comes through almost the same volume, and even if I start speaking softer, it's still going to auto balance that volume. So all of the sounds, while you can still hear that I am getting louder and softer, the variance between them is completely compressed automatically for free. This is one of the free filters, of which there are many in this suite. Another awesome thing is, as an example of the really cool ones that you can mess around with, is the
voice effects, which is going to sound now very different.
We'll go to one of the better ones. Let's just take off the reverb from that. I mean, like, how cool is that? You can completely modify for free, and there's a bunch of them on the store.
So if I go to one of my favorites is the Brotherhood of Steel broadcast, which I think is just really, really sick. We might just decrease the static level just a bit, just to keep it like fluid. But I mean, how cool is that? That you can just do that on the fly. You can obviously set your volumes and your outputs. You can listen back to it from the software as well. It's variably, you can do whatever you want. If I turn off these two effects,
suddenly I'm just back to having a completely normal microphone in an instant. There's just no other mic that comes with this kind of level of detail and software the market over. And then the fact of the matter is, if I just remove that completely,
it gives you one of the cleanest bass profiles for a microphone you could possibly hope to have. And this isn't even on maximum audio. If I just pull up the sound control panel quickly, give me my control panel. Let's go to sound. This is with some reduced audio on the mic itself. So if I go into it, where is it now? You can see it's actually reduced. I mostly tested it about 90% because at 100 it's, and especially if you get too close, it's like really noticeable, like how loud it gets. But at about 85, 90, let's say 90, at this kind of distance, it's absolutely crisp and clear. It's like beautiful sounding microphone. You can plug and play. You don't have to use the software. But if you want to, the software is there. You've got EQs as well built into it. So as an example, the Elgato EQ, you can then equalize depending on what you want to have. So we can obviously get the high end up or drop this end down. And then there's multi-point as well. So I can completely cut out audio. Like, the detail and the customization is just otherworldly. And then the bass mic itself just gives such a good audio reproduction, just as is, that you just can plug and play. And it will give you a reliable output no matter what. And you've got this capacitive touch, which carry on speaking. It's perfect. It's the perfect microphone product, especially for streamer gang, for people that are looking for doing casting or something to that effect. Oh my word, did he just do that? Crystal clear, perfect, with a clip guard, everything. All of the good stuff is here and pre-built into it. Just like, bruh, it's amazing. And then obviously volume, I can adjust over here, just like on the fly. And you can put all of your other audio through this and create one output where you can monitor and mix it as well. Elgato Wave Link software remains the best mic software for general kind of use and stuff. Of course, there's stuff that's going to be 10 times more expensive that can do a better job. Congratulations. But for a 2,200 Rand product to come with this much feature set, it's just kind of unheard of. Anyway, enough gushing. Back to the studio. So as you can see, as expected, it's exceptional. They just know how to do audio. And Mark's at Elgato, I've got a point of contention with their capture cards. Okay, let's just go straight for the jugular here. I think their capture cards give too much uphill for how much they cost. Okay, when they do work, they're great, but they can only take so much cable. You can't go over like 2 meters. It just completely attenuates regardless of the quality of the cable. It's just a thing that I've consistently experienced. And so I was like, flip, like why doesn't this work? But the mics, I've never once, not a Wave 1, not a Wave 3, anything that I've tested has just been exceptional. And now they've put it into a package that comes with everything included, so you don't need to buy any snap-on pop filters or anything like that, with a nice stand, with some cable channeling, and then with that software and audio quality, that it just works, man. It's just flipping good. So, and this is the thing, I would warn you, as someone that's been around now doing this like 6 years, I'd say I've got a little bit of experience, like over half a decade at least, right? And in my time with content creation, I've seen channels that have 2 million subs where the only thing that's really good is their audio. A lot of people will accept bad output quality or, you know, from a video perspective, something to that effect. But if the audio is hissing or clipping or hitting the ear in an odd way, then people are generally gonna move away from it. You know, it's such an important factor, if not the most important factor, because if you can hear what someone's saying, that is the content. That is like the majority of the content. Obviously being able to see people's facial expressions and stuff. But a good example is GTA RP, where a lot of the streamers, especially guys like Caramel and Papa Capes, who are on NoPixel, the best RP server in the world, the audio, what they say and how their character behaves from their speech is the content. So if that is in your line, if you want to use this as like a podcasting mic, as a streaming mic, as a casting mic, because you can, for instance, just use that compressor, you can scream, you can shout, do whatever you want to do. It's got all of it built into the Wave Link software. And that's the real key thing here, is that, and that they've put such a good diaphragm inside of this microphone that it has extra volume. So even if you are a little bit further away from your mic, it's going to come through really nicely. And then you can modify it to the nth degree, as you saw with me, messing around with Fallout voice. It's just cool. I love it. It's a really good product. The price point is really good as well. 2,200 Rand for all of that. And you're getting access to that software, and you can monitor your headset from here and stuff. Nice capacitive touch on the front. Like, it's a good mic. It's a really good mic. I love Elgato mic stuff. Elgato, if you're checking this, you want to throw your boy a bone, because I'm on a Dixon UD20 for like the last 5 years. I would love one of these. So just hit me up. I'll be a brand ambassador. Trust me. When it comes to your microphones and your Stream Deck and those things, I'm a big fan. And I think you guys who have reviewed this review can see why. Anywho, that's all I've got for you on the Elgato Neo. If you have enjoyed this, please do hit us up with a like and subscribe. And I will see you on the flip side.